as you folks know, my family and I, we're pretty big when it comes to racket sports, especially the sport of tennis. We've traveled all over, not only the United States, but we've traveled all over the world when it comes to a sport that we truly, truly love, involving rackets, and that is the sport of tennis. However, as we have traveled not only the United States, but also the world, we've seen another racket sport that truly, truly is capturing the attention of not only the United States, but the world. And not just by, it's not just by one certain age group. It is pickleball. It truly is growing at a very, very, very fast pace. You go to California, you go along the beaches of California, they're everywhere. You go to Arizona, they're everywhere. You go to Florida, they're everywhere. And just because we have snow, wind, rain, bugs, you name it, doesn't mean that Sioux Falls shouldn't try to keep up with this ever-growing sport as well. And it is with that in mind that we wanted to invest for the very, very first time in the sport of pickleball, really here in Sioux Falls. Of course, you folks have been playing in our community centers, local churches, wherever you can find a flat surface that allows you to play the sport, and I want to commend you for that. But now, of course, we do have some really, really nice pickleball courts. Now, I want to be cautious in saying this, because one of the things that you'll learn when all of you become the mayor someday is that once you do something like this, the very next day it's, so what have you done for me lately? And that is what's going to happen probably here too. And I get that, okay? I get that. Here's my plan, or here's what I would recommend that we do, is not only do we take advantage of these pickleball courts, but at the same time, we look at other avenues here within the city of Sioux Falls that may prove fruitful for this sport as well. That is my commitment to you, okay? That is now, it doesn't mean that we're going to do that within the next 6 months, but again, this is a sport that is growing, and I think that we have to grow along with it. So again, congratulations to all of you. Really, really proud of you. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your investment as well. And I would just encourage you to get as many people playing the sport of pickleball as you can, and I know that you will. So congratulations, everybody. Make it a great day. One of your head cheerleaders is right here. And I don't know how much you folks paying him to lead your effort. Not enough. That's a very, very appropriate comment. But one thing too that you have to understand is that it does take leadership. It takes some stewardship. People that are willing to kind of give their time and their talent, and in some cases, and here's what I would encourage the pickleball folks to do here. And in some cases, your treasure, okay, to help this sport grow and to help these facilities grow. Okay, and what I mean by treasure is money, hard-earned cash. One of the things that we've been very successful at in the city of Sioux Falls is utilizing public-private partnerships to help us expand facilities, okay? Whether that be indoor ice, indoor tennis, or things like that. And so that's one thing, too, I would encourage you to do. But on behalf of all the stewards that are here within the audience today, here's one of them. And so with that in mind, would you mind just talking a little bit, not only to the people of Sioux Falls, but all these folks that are cheering you on as well. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for coming to this occasion. Taking time out of your busy, busy day. Although I know you're not a pickleball player yet.
Not yet.
We're going to convert you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The mayor's mentioned how fast pickleball is growing. You may or may not know, but now in this year, 2016, there's almost 200 new places to play pickleball every month. There's about 2.5 million pickleball players in the country that are dues-paying club members. That means they belong to some organized club someplace. And there's probably, again, another 2.5 million players that don't belong to an organized club that are playing. So it is a very fast-growing sport. We're 50 years old now. It started in a little bitty community in state of Washington in 1965, and it's grown dramatically. 5 or 6 years after that, there are only about 40 places to play pickleball in the United States. Now there's 140,000 courts in the United States to play pickleball on. You may wonder, well, where's the most populated place to play? Some people have heard about the villages in Florida. The villages in Florida have 140 pickleball courts. The largest single facility is in Casa Grande in Arizona. They've got a 32-court facility. So we think we're off to a good start here with 6 courts, equal to any in the country as far as quality. So again, we thank the Park Department for the cooperation. The Park Department helped us start pickleball about 5 years ago. They said, why don't you guys go over to Menlo Park and put some chalk down and see if you can make it work. And there's 4 or 5 of us guys that went over there, and then it became 10 and 12 and 20, and it grew, and finally the Parks Department says, well, you need more room, let's try Riverdale. So we went to Riverdale and we put down some chalk and some portable nets, and it grew and grew. And then with the community, your support by donations and playing and numbers, and the Parks Department and the mayor, now we've got a first-class facility to play on for everybody all the time. So thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Tori.
Thanks a lot, Dennis, and thank you, Mayor. Just to kind of let everybody know, in case you weren't part of the initial plan that Dennis Fink and the Pickleball Club came up with, it was definitely a public-private partnership, just like the Mayor mentioned. The Sioux Falls Park Department, we had the facility here, and then to basically turn this into a permanent pickleball complex, we put down a sports coat to basically delineate the courts, and then we also put in the permanent nets and the posts. Then the Sioux Falls Pickleball Club came in with their money to come in, and they put the sidewalk down that are on both sides of the courts, as well as the kiosk with their Sioux Falls Pickleball Club name on top, and then also did the interior fencing. So it was a great 50-50 deal for the city and for Pickleball Club and everybody that's going to enjoy these courts.
Dennis, how many people donated to your thing? About 150.
Sounds like there's about 150 people that donated to the Sioux Falls Pickleball Club to make this happen. So that's a great deal. And all you people out there, all of you that gave donations, that's great.